said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sail that sea.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we can see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Back at midfield.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 29-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run with Hines. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
first down. Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, it's Tua. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He was 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Rams.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Jordan Reed. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Tua. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 14 on the play. And it's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping a tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterbacks have been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the pass.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Stepping up to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Buccaneers have it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hines. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Hines, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, it's Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Hines. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The ball carrier.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Coleman now. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Melvin Gordon on the carry.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick-6 last year, and he delivers another pick-6 right here. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And down he goes falls on the pressure from the Rams defense. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a...
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Curtis Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. On play action, here's Tua. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And the Rams first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking to pass. Tua.
He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was
probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Going up top for Kupp. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, Rams.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And it's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. He had somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Tonight's final score, Buccaneers 45, Rams 21.